Hi everyone, Miss Curdy here, and today we're going to talk about three-digit addition with regrouping. We are going to be using the standard algorithm today, and that just means it's a quick, efficient way to add numbers that mathematicians have come up with. Before we get started, please make sure that you have the sheet with the hamburger on it so that you can follow along. As I solve the problem, you can solve it too. Let's take a look at the two numbers that we're adding. 235 plus 157. Let's review a little bit with our place values. We know that this 5 represents 5 ones, the 3 represents 3 tens, and the 2 represents 2 hundreds. Down below here we have 157. Our 7 represents 7 ones, our 5 represents 5 tens, and our 1 represents 100. When we represent numbers, we only have one digit in each place value. In order to add these, I'm going to use the standard algorithm, but before I begin, a lot of people like to have a visual so they can see what's actually happening over here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that now using pictures of our base 10 blocks. So I'm going to draw our 200s represented by a square. I'm going to draw our 3 tens and our 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down below, since we're adding two numbers together, I'm going to draw that number below. 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. And 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I have 235, 157. Now I'm going to come over to our standard algorithm and begin to add. We always start with the ones. Always start with the ones. So here I'm going to add my 5 plus 7, and I get 12. Now 12 has 2 digits and I can only place 1 digit down below. So that's where we need to do a little regrouping. I'm going to show you over here with the visual. I know that I can group them in groups of 10 to make a 10 to put into my tens column. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here I'm going to swoop these up and I'm going to exchange them and regroup them into a new 10. And after I do that, I like to shade these out so I know that they have been transformed and regrouped into something new. And I'm going to represent that over here in the standard algorithm. I'm going to take that 12 and leave these 2 ones in my ones column and regroup that new 10 that I have down here up here. Now I'm going to add my tens. 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. Now that's only 1 digit, so I don't need to do any regrouping. I can put that 9 down here, and then 2 plus 1 is 3. So I should get a total of 392. Let's take a look over here to see how that works. I'm going to count my hundreds first. 1, 2, 300. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And 2 ones for a total of 392. Take a moment to look this over and catch up anything you may have missed. And once you're ready, please grab the next sheet. And this one has a hot dog at the top. I'm going to go through and solve this problem in just a moment, but please pause the video now so that you can solve it, both making a visual over here and using the standard algorithm. And when you're ready, press play, and then you can watch me solve the problem and compare our answers. Go ahead and press pause. All right, so let's take a look at this problem. I have 284 plus 138. And again, I'm going to represent this with a visual. My 200s. I've got 8 tens, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 4 ones. And down below, I have a 100, 3 tens, and 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, how you doing so far? Good? All right, let's take a look at our standard algorithm. And again, I'm going to start with my ones column and add them up. 4 plus 8 is going to give me 12. And again, that's a 2-digit number, so we have to do some regrouping with those 12 ones. So here I have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to group these up and transform them into a new 10. And again, once I do that, I don't want to recount them at the end, so I'm going to shade them and show my new 10 that I've just regrouped. And over here in our standard algorithm, I'm going to take our 2 ones and put them down here and add our 1 10 up to our tens column. Now I'm going to add the tens. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 3 is going to give me 12. So just like before, 12 is a 2-digit number. I'm going to need to put my 2 tens down here and that 1 100. 12 tens, if I counted by tens, would give me 120. So I'm going to take those 2 tens to represent my 20 down here, and then that 1 100 is going to go up in my hundreds column. Let's take a look at what that looks like in the picture. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. And I'm going to regroup 100 into, I'm going to group 10 tens into 100. So here are my 10 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which will be a new 100. And again, I'm going to go through and shade out those guys and show that they've made a new 100. When I go to add these, I'll have 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 more is 4, for a total of 422. I know this looks a little crazy, but let's go through and add them up. 1, 2, 3, 400, 10, 20, 1, 2, and we have 422. So take a moment to check your work and see how you did on this problem. And if you have any questions, please let your teacher know. Have a great day. Bye.